Hi friend, welcome back to Wild Coast Pilates. It's such a beautiful, sparkly day here in North Vancouver Island. We are on Quagale First Nations territories and we're gonna do a little flexibility flow because I don't know about you guys, but my hamstrings, my hips, basically my entire body is just always cranky and tight. So let's try to loosen that up a bit, maybe expel a bit of stress and a bit of tension while we are at it and leave our mats feeling a little bit better. Whenever you're ready, throw on your favorite playlist, grab some water, meet me on your mat. Okay, so getting into a little warm up here. We're gonna step our right foot forward, our left leg is behind. You can have your yoga block handy if you like. I'll just pop mine down on the floor for now. I'm gonna think both my hips are facing forward here, and I'm just gonna come forward and then back. So I'm hinging at the hips, straightening out that leg, pressing forward and back. So if you feel like you need to use your block, you totally can. In fact, if you have two, even better, one in each hand. Hello, how are you? I'm well, how are you guys? Good, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, enjoy. Good, so we press our hips forward. Good, we lean it back. Gorgeous, pressing it forward, leaning it back. Beautiful work. So you can have both yoga blocks in both hands if you like, or you can try to go for a little bit more control and balance. Good. With every fold forward, I'm thinking of really lengthening through that lower back, kind of curling my tailbone to the sky. Gorgeous. Doing this kind of dynamic work is really nice for hydrating our fascia, which is the sheath that overlays our muscles. Nice way to warm up as well. Beautiful. On this next one now, let's sink down nice and low. Let's think of curling our pubic bone slightly forward. You can use your block if you like to give you some support. Checking out all the cute little seabirds that are floating by. Taking in some nice, slow, deep breaths. Drawing our air down into our belly, to every corner of the rib cage. Gorgeous. From here, I'm going to extend this left arm. So my left leg is the one behind. My left arm extends. Gentle back bend, just feeling that stretch reach down into that hip flexor. This is where having a yoga block is kind of nice. You can place it in that right hand just to give you some stability. And then little side bend over to the right, so extending that left side body. Good, keeping those shoulders nicely stacked. Beautiful work. Excellent. Coming back here, I'm going to straighten out this front leg, hinging at the hips. Good. Think of a nice flat lower back here, and think you want to curl that tailbone up to the sky. So we want to avoid being rounded through the low back the way I am, I know. And we want to think we're trying to flatten and lengthen that low back, really hinging at the hips here. Beautiful. I am perpetually tight in my hamstrings. No matter what I do, I can never seem to get them to relax. It's all good. I love them anyway. They sound like me. No matter what I try to do, I can never get myself to relax. Who can relate? although this is pretty relaxing. Good, lengthening through the crown of the head. And if this feels good for you, we can slowly slide it back, sitting on that left heel. You can also place your block under your forearms if you like for some added support. Good. And just extending that right leg. Don't force anything. If you're feeling a lot of pulling or discomfort in your knee, you can try flexing that foot and just very, very gently giving it a soft bend of the knee. That can just help to alleviate that. Just trying to stay more in the hamstring and less in the ligaments and tendons, which are what connect our bones to each other and our muscles to our bones. We want to stay more in like the meaty muscle that you feel working when you work out. Beautiful work. Good. If this feels okay for you, see if you can lower a little deeper. You can even extend your arms out. And I invite you here to think about something about yourself that you're grateful for, that has nothing to do with your appearance. Maybe it's how resourceful you are or how compassionate you may be, hardworking, reliable. Beautiful work. And we're going to very slowly walk ourselves out of that, bringing our hands forward. Tuck that left toe under, extend that knee, coming off the mat here. Do a little forward side to side shift, whatever feels nice for you. Good. And just try to extend through that left hip a little more. This right knee is over, or front knee, sorry, is over the ankle. Opposite hand is to the ground. Let's twist up to the sky, reach the fingers tall. Good, really pressing up through that bottom shoulder, pushing up and away from the floor. Good, we can drop that back knee. You can press the hand into the knee to twist a little deeper, push that back hip a little deeper. And if you like, you can reach it back for that back foot. Just breathing through it. Finding a moment of stillness to connect with yourself, to love yourself because you deserve it. And I invite you here to think of something in your life that you're grateful for. Maybe it's a person, an accomplishment, maybe it's your health, an experience, a lesson. Gorgeous. Release this back leg. Awesome. From here, I'm going to take this front foot. I'm going to just slide it back about halfway so it's almost at hip level. I'll actually twist this way so you can see me better. So it's kind of back here. I'm going to turn my toes out towards the side, rotate onto the outside edge of that back foot, twist my hips so that my belly button and pelvis are facing forward, drop my hips down towards the floor so I'm getting a nice stretch all through this side body. Beautiful work. Really feeling a nice stretch through this left oblique here. So the more I drop my hips down and push through that hand, the deeper the stretch I'll get. Gorgeous. Coming back out. Take this front foot, so the right leg, bring it through for a pigeon stretch. I'm just going to reach back for my yoga block. I'm incredibly tight, so I definitely need to bolster my hip with a block. Good, and then just coming down and breathing into it. You are doing beautifully. Taking slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Gorgeous. And slowly walking ourselves out of it. Beautiful. Switching legs. So my left foot's in front now. My right leg is behind. I come forward and back, forward and back. Beautiful. Just warming up those hips, hydrating the fascia. Beautiful. Taking some slow, deep breaths. Maybe tuning into your favorite playlist you've got playing. Maybe you're just listening to the sound of the seabirds. Tides are massive right now with this beautiful full moon. They're almost up at the tree line. So I had to come up here, which is not a terrible thing. It's so pretty. Good. On this next one, let's come forward here. I'm just going to adjust my knee. There we go. Both of my hips are facing forward. I'm gently tucking my pubic bone towards the front, leaning down into it, getting a nice stretch through that back hip flexor. My block is in my left hand. Beautiful, holding it here. Breathing deeply, feeling the rib cage expand in every direction. Taking the right arm up now, big reach for the sky, adding a gentle little back bend. Just feeling that stretch deepen into that hip flexor. Good. From here, gentle lean to the side. And coming down. From here, I'm going to straighten out that front knee. I'm going to hinge at the hips. Think of curling that tailbone up towards the sky. Beautiful work. Getting a beautiful stretch to that left hamstring. The tight one on my, well, who am I kidding? Mine are both tight, but my left one is particularly spicy. It's an old pole dancing injury from when I was young and reckless and much less wise, and not adequately warmed up, and dropped into a split from a spin and forced the range of motion and felt a beautiful little pop. The things we do when we're 15 years younger, you know? We think we're invincible, at least I used to. Can't speak for anyone else, but good. From here, if this feels good for you, we start to sink it back. Feel free to place that block under your forearms. Good, getting a nice stretch to that left leg. Just breathing deep. Just taking some time to relax. Sipping whatever you got in your cup there, some water, some tea, maybe some wine. I'm not saying I encourage drinking alcohol when we are stretching, but I'd be lying if I said I've never done it myself. I'm an Italian girly after all. And I love me a good glass of vino rosso. Good. If we can here, see if we can deepen that stretch just a little bit. Coming down a little bit lower. Ooh. Keeping a soft bend in that left knee just to stay in the hamstring and stay out of the tendons and ligaments instead. So we don't want to feel a huge strain in the back of the knee joint, but rather you just want to feel that nice intensity as you stretch out the back of your leg and that hamstring. Beautiful. From here, let's come forward. Left knee is stacked over ankle. Tuck the back toes under, lift it up, and just shimmy yourself to be in alignment. That feels good for you. Let's try to keep that back heel stacked over the ball of the foot. You can add a little forward and back if that feels nice. It feels good. Good. From here, opposite hand, opposite foot on the ground. Let's rotate through the spine here, reaching the left finger straight up to the ceiling and just dropping those hips a little bit towards the floor so we're not piking our bum up, but staying nice and low to the ground. Good. From here, we drop that back knee, grab onto that heel. Really let that back hip sink down a little deeper into the mat. And release. Tuck the toe back under. Coming up, we're going to slide that left foot down halfway. Turn the left toes out. Roll onto the outside edge of that right foot. Drop the hips down. Press away from the ground with that right shoulder and right hand. Really getting a nice stretch all through the side body here. If you're not feeling it, there's a good chance you're kind of pushing your bum back. So just think your body is between two sheets of glass here. Besides this right leg, everything else is in alignment with itself. So you don't want your bum jutting out behind you. You want to have everything nicely aligned. And the more you drop this right hip towards the floor and press away from the ground, the deeper the stretch you're going to get through that right oblique. Beautiful. Rolling it back, we're going to take that left foot, bringing it through for a pigeon stretch. Coming down to your form. Beautiful. Slow, deep breaths, just listening to your music. Gorgeous. And slowly walking out. Right on, friends. Thank you so much for taking the time to move with me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you very soon. The world is such a crazy, scary, wild place right now. So I hope you take the very best care of yourselves and your loved ones. Be extra kind to yourselves. I'm sending you so much care. I'll see you soon.